Si lo agarro acá, que lo clave de una vez. Va a quedar. Sí,
No, eso no, eso no.
Hey,
Who's sitting by you?
no one's here.
Okay. Hi.
What's cracking?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's that? What is that? I'm almost gonna go up in the back and robe a little bit. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, right? It was got cracking fast. Yeah, I saw him arguing and I was like, oh shit, we're about to get a crack in. I was trying to get to my camera like one of the Theos like facing my way. Yeah, he was like, one of the uncles was like pissed off about something. Someone ate the last kind of side of the tacos or something. He didn't tell the other dude, he got mad at him. Yeah, it was good.
And I knew it before I even looked. I was like, just standing there filming it.
Just let the real smile on my face. In the comfort and the safety of my media room. I don't know who that is, bro. They got her before me. I had a good angle. Check out my gram. I got a great angle on it. They looked at my story. They looked at it.
And then we did
Vamos a empezar por el principio. ¿Qué sorpresa? Felicidades que
Lo único que tiene que ver que venía subiendo de peso. Exactamente. Pero bueno, en este caso, para que no le enseñe, cuando uno pone que se hubiera dado Valenzuela, lo hubiéramos dicho lo mismo. Mañana nos vamos a hacer para la noche.
Is that you, KO?
Yeah, my bad.
Fire hazard. How's it going, Willie? You're famous. People told me about you. They said some Cuban guy was here.
No, go ahead.
The fighters were telling me. How you been? You want?
Yeah, keep
Where you
standing right there. Right there, just take my seat.
Do you want to stay right here? You can have this much. You gotta find somewhere.
Yeah, you even got a better seat. Take my seat.
Where you stay?
Thank you, bro.
Oh, you got upgraded?
Yeah.
Who's sitting here? Thank you. Hopefully, Andy's on this side, not on this side. Good fuck.
Let's pull him over here, bro.
You snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
Hey,
He caught him a couple more times, but
Ellie, are you live? You going live? You gonna go live?
Sure, I can. Yeah. No, okay.
I got watch.
yeah, good. How was it?
Got it pretty good because everybody got it.
I saw Fight had put it up.
Bro, why did my shit? I think my shit stopped recording.
No, what are you talking about? What?
Yeah, is that in England? Boxing Social? Is that oh, this is Boxing Social. You always got clubs.
Vieron una 112, 111, la otra dio 113, 114. A ver, disculpen, una disculpen, no se vean sudando y esperando. Una tarjeta dio 113, 112 y la otra dio 114, 111. Quiere decir que uno de los rounds que yo le di a King Kong se lo dieron a Andy Ruiz. Yo les digo, no estaría desacuerdo en el empate. Me parece que King Kong sí visitó la ronda, pero también una serie de guerreros que le dio como ella. Y Andy Ruiz Jr.
He just snitched. He said he grabbed his stuff and left.
If I can snitch on himself.
Snitched on the right call, bro. Yeah, he sat right next to me. He just thought it was over. He grabbed his stuff and left. That's the wrong
The wrong person.
She just snitched. 40 people. 40 people. It's not lying. 40. 18 from Mexico.
Someone's live streaming live on YouTube.
I bet. No, what's it? The logo. Yeah, dude was watching it because he reflected to the glass. People watching that shit through his glasses. But even like, but it was through his glasses, like the reflection. It was weird, bro. Yeah, but it didn't get shut down. That shit is crazy. Hey, if they don't know him, yeah.
Showtime, they'll get down
Quick, right?
the zones. They're like,
Yeah.
sometimes
Did you go to anybody else?
the zone, it's the zone, but I don't think CDC or that like Hawks have like zones.
They don't.
What did Rolly say about Ryo? Did you get Rolly talking about Ryo?
He said his name's Sparky because he got sparked. I got it right after it happened, bro. Like we outside, it's still daylight outside. He just walking out the street. And damn, that's a hell of a thumbnail, bro.
Huh?
That's a hell of a thumbnail.
Yeah, I don't know where I found it. On somebody's gram, I think.
Or that little shit that they see.
Yeah, but it looks bad, right? It looks what happened?
Boy, hair all up in there.
I don't think Luis Ortiz is going to make it. I think it's just Andy.
Is Isak gonna make it? Is Isak Cruz gonna come in?
No, he left already. Took too long. But he was so short. He was ready to go.
Yeah, he was done earlier.
Cruz and Ortiz.
Hopefully that was chilling in the hotel.
Yeah.
When Tank fought him last time.
Yeah, he was chilling right there.
He was chilling.
Yeah, for a
There was
minute.
a fan that had like her boobs all out. She didn't even know what the hell was going on. She was here for something else. But I put her like on my thumbnail.
Smart.
Fucking 100,000 views, bro. Overnight. Like, oh, thanks, boo.
They were hungry.
Was that the tank road?
Oh, it's people mobbing.
Oh, yeah. People? He was like this.
Just FYI, guys. I'm just FYI.
He's smart.
So what was your question?
I realized that after saying that.
No, she said not people.
Oh, not King Kong. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
What about that person? What about the...
You know another?
Which one?
Which one? Her name. Swaggy people.
What?
Swaggy people.
Really?
What did she do? What did he do? What did she do?
She put the numbers. I don't know, like that. He did it all small, so he just handed it.
They want to talk to Devontae after.
He didn't want to talk.
Oh, he did.
He didn't know.
I like his response. So like cocking his arms and shit. That was kind of tight. I'm surprised you saw Cruz didn't kick it to just at least watch the fight.
He was here for a minute.
Back in here, in this room?
No, outside in the arena.
Oh.
I mean, I could take Brendan and tell him that everybody won.
Oh, that's true. You should. Unless he's kicking in the lobby of the hotel, then maybe better for us.
Oh, I didn't mess that. I put Luis beating Wilder. I'm like, something's not right.
Don't put the gangster with the dread.
You need to cut that shit out.
Do you like it?
No hang time, no none of that, bro. If your shit don't come past your neck, bro, we clown you in the black community, bro. You supposed to let your shit grow out before.
Hi, I just wanted to remind everyone up there with cameras that you guys should be at mic level, not line level. We're doing mic level today.
I thought that was an ambulance person.
Just trying to get
Another gig.
another gig.
Another gig, huh? I got Rollies out there too.
Good shit, bro. Good shit.
And Leo.
Oh, Leo was here?
Yeah. And Chris Ariel. And Frank something. The security is being a dick in the front row. Frank Sanchez, Leo, Chris Ariel. I thought all.
I forgot all of them.
He was being a dick?
No, nobody. I'm just saying this. Oh,
Media, it's time for you guys to move out.
Look at that. Is that a sign of hard work?
right.
Hard work, dedication?
Trying.
I look down on my phone like, Nobody? What you get? Look at him, he's sweating and
What
shit.
is that, son? What'd you get, bro? Which one you get?
Tune in.
Subscribe and watch.
I don't watch them.
Subscribe and
I
watch.
don't watch them hypers.
Subscribe and watch.
I don't watch them hypers.
Subscribe and watch. Getting paid.
I don't watch them hypers.
Subscribe and watch.
sorprende realmente ver esa pelea. Los pesados, la gente obviamente con muchas cervezas encima, seguían papel arena, chiflaban. Creo que era una...
And they'll throw some big shots.
Yeah. I'm surprised King Kong survived, bro. I thought he was getting his ass whipped there for a little bit.
No, Andy is supposed to didn't get his ass out. He dropped him twice in the first.
It's the left-handedness bothered him, I think. Because he kept going to his left. Andy kept going to his right, like into the left hand. I didn't understand. I'm asking him.
Subscribe for that thing.
Share, like, and subscribe.
Just share it, send it to your family.
Just send it to my family.
Hey, look, you do me a favor, sit there and watch it a million times.
Bro, y'all blind. Y'all blind. Stupid. Didn't I told you, bro? Oh, you know, man. You know y'all blind. You remember when Ben said that shit, like, I'm blocking you while we talking on this channel. Remember we was in the comments playing? He was like, why you got me blocked? I ain't never did nothing. Nah, I just never unblock him. I don't unblock people. I don't block him.
Right.
Someone's here.
That guy was silent when he's screaming at this stuff.
Just sit in the center. Yeah. Or on the side. Either one. Just watch Steve. So wherever you, maybe you sit on the side and let them.
Okay, that's fine.
That one over there.
Yeah, this one over here?
Yeah, on the far side.
On the
You're
far
coming
side.
in
Okay,
here.
gotcha. Jay, we ready to go? Sam, you want me to start just to kind of recap the night as I bridge you gap for Andy?
Ray, try to get him like sit right.
Check, testing. Does this work for everyone?
Ray, try to get him like sit in the middle or like next to you or something. At
Okay,
least in the middle.
The whole camp's gonna be like right here.
Okay.
So that's why I'm
Ray Flores looking at getting married in a couple of
here. Certainly not. Definitely not.
You look sharp.
What's that?
What are you doing? Bring it down here.
Jay, where are we at?
Yeah.
Sam, do I have permission to go before Andy? Yeah, let's go. All right, welcome into the post-fight press conference of Andy Ruiz, Luis King Kong Ortiz here at what was an electric atmosphere here at Crypto.com arena on this Labor Day weekend. Premier Boxing Champions ending the summer with a bang, and boy, did we do that. The event promoted by TGB Promotions. Want to thank the media, the fans for spending your Labor Day weekend with us. In our main event, Andy Ruiz Jr. victorious over Luis King Kong Ortiz in what was an eventful fight, certainly very exciting, and the fans came out to show their support. We cannot thank the fans all over the world, specifically here in Los Angeles, enough for their passion and their support for them coming in and really making tonight a special night in regards to boxing history for Los Angeles. Co-main event, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, a guy that I love watching fight, a guy that's getting better, a guy that went out there and smashed Eduardo Ramirez. And here's the bottom line, nobody does that to Eduardo Ramirez, and Isaac Cruz did that tonight. And not only that, but I loved how much Isaac Cruz's popularity is just growing and soaring. Also, we saw a draw between Abner Mares and Miguel Flores. Abner Mares coming back to the ring after a 4-year-plus layoff, really came out and gave a valiant effort against Miguel Flores, who proved that he belonged at this level. To open up the pay-per-view broadcast, we saw Edwin De Los Santos upsetting and shocking Juan Jose Valenzuela, handing him the first loss of his professional career. What a battle that was, as Edwin De Los Santos on late notice comes out and gets the victory over Juan Jose Valenzuela. But The man of the hour in the main event of the evening, coming out before the hometown fans here in Los Angeles, the former unified heavyweight champion of the world. 3 knockdowns en route to a unanimous decision victory over Luis King Kong Ortiz. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the victorious, the destroyer, Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy, give me your thoughts. How are you feeling? What a moment, what energy, what an atmosphere here tonight. What are your thoughts?
Man, I just want to give God all the glory, man, because without him, I wouldn't have won this victory. It was a hell of a fight, man. It was tough. That guy's hella tough, man, but I had to be smart. I had to be cautious. I was waiting a little bit too much to counterpunch. I thought when I had him hurt, I should have started throwing more combinations, but like I said, he hits hard, so I had to be more cautious and wait until I could counterpunch good.
If you have questions from the media, by all means, raise your hand and wait for Sam Jackson, one of our esteemed publicists, along with Kelly Swanson, to ask the question and give us your media platform. Go ahead, Steve.
Steve Guerrero, Clearwater Sports. Congratulations, Andy. It was a great victory. You were moving to your right a lot into his left hand, but I felt like when you went forward is when you had a lot of success catching him and dropping him, things like that. Why was he making you go to his left, or was that part of the strategy to move towards his left?
The strategy was trying to go to the right and to the left, trying to confuse him a bit, feigning him. That's why it took him a long time for him to load up, because he knew that I was going to counterpunch too. So the more I moved to the left, to my left, he would counter. So I started moving to the right, and that's when I started countering. And I was waiting for him to throw the left hand so I could throw my right hand, and it worked beautifully.
Right, brother.
Andy, first of all, man, congratulations on your victory. How satisfied are you? What would you give your performance? What grade would you give it?
I think I'll give it a B, man, because I did felt a little off the distance, and I was coming out of a year layoff, so I thought I did pretty good, especially fighting a veteran, a strong veteran that hits hard, and he was pretty smart, and then my first time fighting a lefty, and a lot of people he was actually saying that he was going to knock me down and all that, but he didn't even do that one time, and I just thank God that I got to drop him, and I couldn't close the TKO or anything like that, but I got the victory like I told everybody.
Andy, qué gusto saludarte. La primera pregunta, creo que es el peleador que más te ha exigido en tu carrera. ¿Estás de acuerdo conmigo?
Sí, claro que sí, porque era un estilo diferente. Era mi primera vez peleando con un zurdo y la neta yo pensaba que hicimos bien, pero podía hacer más y podía acabar la pelea, pero estaba cuidado, estaba pensando de más, pero como le dije, agarré la victoria y gracias a Dios.
Mensaje para México, por favor, Andy Ruiz. Mensaje para México, que estuvo paralizado. Dicen que no había perros en las calles.
Claro que sí, man. Gracias a Dios que agarramos la victoria y yo quiero ser campeón del mundo otra vez y por eso entrenamos duro para esta pelea. Triunfamos bien. Yo sé que era una pelea dura, pero agarramos la victoria. Gracias a Dios.
Well, there were 2 questions in there, Ernesto. The first one was about the difficulty of the fight. And, he was southpaw and he made me fight really hard. I had to adjust. I had to make counters, but I ended up coming out on top. And my message to Mexicans out there is that I thank them very much. Thank you for your support. It was a hard-fought victory, and I'm very thankful with all of you.
Andy, primeramente felicidades por el triunfo.
Hold on, guys. If you wait for the mic, and then by all means.
Andy, aquí Gonzalo Alvarado de CN en español. Felicidades. Andy, en el segundo y séptimo round, mirábamos que ya tenías la victoria, y ahora sí, ya en los guantes, básicamente. En la conferencia de prensa que hiciste previo a la pelea, decías que no iban a llegar al 12º round, que se iba a definir quizás antes del 12º round. En el segundo round, tenías todos los elementos ahí para doblegarlo y llevarte la victoria. ¿Qué pasó ahí? ¿Por qué no hubo esa definición completa?
Pues yo no pensé que todavía estaba muy golpeado. Yo sé que lo tumbé, pero todavía tenía que estar cuidado, tenía que estar inteligente y él es un veterano y contragolpea bien. Todavía me quedé contento, me quedé en paz y chiquito y pues esperaba por el otro counter. Y gracias a Dios que agarramos el otro counter, lo tumbamos, pero como les dije, a todos iba a agarrar la victoria, si era knockout o los 2 rounds.
Well, like I always said, it was gonna be either knockouts or 12 rounds. Either way, I was gonna come out with a win. That's what I did, right? So, in a way, in that second round that you mentioned, as far as the question was if Andy thought that he had Ortiz in his grasp in that second round when he knocked him down, and there were a couple of counter moves that I felt that were very effective, and I thought that was a great round for me, but I also knew that I had to be cautious, that it wasn't over by any stretch of the imagination, and that in a way that allowed me to continue being strong throughout the fight. Next question?
Andy back here. Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV. First, congratulations on your victory tonight. Well fought, Andy. You and Ortiz both. Andy, after the fight, I met up and talked to Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder said basically that he was recognizing that all roads look like they're leading to you and him locking arms, and he welcomes the challenge. How open are you to fighting Deontay Wilder, and will you be cheering for him on the 15th?
Of course, man. That's one of the dream fights that I always had, just like Ortiz, and it's just another step closer to get that WBC belt that I've always been praying and wishing for. And you know, thanks to God, we got this victory. Hopefully, he gets his victory in October, and we can make this fight happen. He's under Al Heyman just like me, so it's a fight where it could be easily made. And I'm ready, man. I want to stay busy. I want to go straight to the gym again because, like I said, I didn't feel I'm 100%, but we got the victory.
Andy, primeramente,
Oh, wait for the mic.
Eso iba a preguntarte, Andy, aquí Saúl Rodríguez de Telemundo. Ahora, después de esta victoria aquí, ¿qué sigue después de esta victoria?
Pues gracias a Dios que agarramos la victoria y para atrás para el gimnasio, porque necesito más, pues entrenar más, porque sí duré un rato sin pelear y lo sentí eso, pero como dije, agarré la victoria y pues ya estamos listos para buscar otro rival, si es el Wilder o si es alguien más. Nomás quiero estar ocupado y pues estar peleando más.
The question was, what's next for you after this win? And Andy was saying, hey, it's back to the gym for me because I felt rusty after, during this fight, after not having fought for a while. I know I need to be more active. That's the goal. So here I come. I'm gonna be more active from now on. And whoever comes next, Wilder or the opponent of choice, then I'm gonna be ready for whoever comes my way.
¿Qué tal, Andy? Edgar Serena de ESPN, felicidades. Dos preguntas. La primera, ¿cuál para ti fue la clave para esta victoria? Y la segunda, dijiste previo a la pelea que veríamos otra vez a ese Andy que fue campeón contra Joshua. ¿Te sentiste de esa manera arriba del ring?
Sí, yo creo que traje el gordito Power otra vez. Hice lo mejor para ganar esta pelea. Era fuerte, sí me pegó con unos buenos troncazos, pero gracias a Dios que los recibí bien. Por el peso yo creo que tenía y me sentí explosivo y estaba esperando que él se abriera. Me esperé que él tiraba y yo contragolpeara y así es como ganamos la pelea, a estar cuidado y paciente.
Well, it was definitely a tough fight. I felt that I was explosive, but Ortiz also, he took some hard punches. I took some hard punches. Unfortunately, I was able to withstand. So in the end, it was just a very hard fight for both of us.
Andy, felicidades en tu victoria. ¿Cómo te sentiste en el ring después de no pelear por tanto tiempo? ¿Cómo te sentiste?
Pues me sentí un poco afuera de la distancia por un año y algo sin pelear, pero hice todo lo que hicimos en el gimnasio, en el sparring. Teníamos un campamento de 4 meses y hice todo lo que dijeron mi esquina, el Capatío, el Osuna, mi papá y logramos esa victoria. Pero era difícil, no estoy diciendo que era fácil o nada, tenía que pensar mucho, tenía que estar en cuidado porque es un veterano que sí pega duro. Si miras mi ojo, pega duro. Pero hice todo lo posible para ganar esta victoria.
I did everything in my power to earn this win. The question was what the key was for that victory, and like I said before, I felt rusty. I knew that the lack of activity in the last year and a half was gonna be tough for me, but just look at my eye. He's a very big puncher, and I was able to withstand his power. That was that was the biggest thing. And thanks to Alfredo Osuna, to my dad, to everyone that supported me during my training, I was able to come out and talk tonight.
Andy, primeramente felicidades por la victoria, una gran victoria. Quería preguntarte, recuerdo en el 2019 pesaste 268 libras en tu primera, en esa gran sorpresa contra Anthony Joshua. Hoy también, para esta pelea, estuviste en las 268 libras. Hazme una comparación en esas 268 libras de hoy a las de Anthony Joshua en la primera pelea y, como segunda pregunta, si a partir de ahora, cuando vayas al ring, sería un error estar en las 250 aproximadamente.
No, pues yo me sentí bien a estar en las 268 libras, pero era diferente. Cuando yo peleé con Anthony Joshua primero, ya peleé eso, ya estaba listo para la pelea porque ya estaba peleando cada 3 meses, ya estaba listo y en esta pelea era diferente. Por eso me quería poner a 268 igual, para estar fuerte, para estar rápido y a recibir esos golpes, porque los bombazos sí están fuertes de los pesos pesados. Pero no, yo creo que me sentí bien y no creo que voy a cambiar nada, nomás a trabajar más en el gimnasio y a pelear más, porque sí me sentía fuera de la distancia.
The question was about how he felt weight-wise now compared to the Joshua fight. And Andy was saying that the difference, the biggest key that there was between now and then was that back then against Joshua, I had been fighting every 3 months. I felt ready, I felt sharp, not this time around. So I wanted to put on that weight so I could be able to withstand those big shots that come in the heavyweight division. And I feel really good. I feel no need to change anything up in the future going forward.
Rich Adams from Behind the Gloves. You said that Ortiz hit harder. Who hit harder, Joshua or Ortiz?
I think they both hit hard, man. I think Anthony Joshua caught me when I didn't see a punch, and I think he put me down like that. But with Luis Ortiz, I was cautious. I was looking at all the punches that he would hit me. So there's a punch that he got me good, and I just seen it straight coming, boom, boom, and I was like, damn. And but they all hit hard, man. They all fucking hit hard, and I feel the advantage that I took that punch well was because of the weight that I had on. I think if I would have been at 250 something, I think he would have dropped me, and it would have been a fight of me getting dropped and me dropping him. But I felt strong, I felt explosive, and I was being a little too cautious because he hits hard, you know. So I had to be smart.
Chris, con TV Boxeo, Andy, después de la pelea, Deontay Wilder se subió arriba del ring. ¿Eso te sorprendió? Y también, ¿qué fue lo que te dijo Deontay Wilder?
No, pues me felicitó y me dijo que buena pelea pero sí, me gustaría pelear con él. Si Dios quiere, él gana la victoria también en octubre contra Robert. Esa pelea se puede hacer fácil porque estamos con Al Heyman, los otros dos. Si él quiere pelear conmigo, está bien, porque es una pelea más cerca para yo agarro el WBC belt y quiero ser campeón del mundo otra vez. Por eso quiero hacer todo lo posible para ser campeón del mundo y traer esos cinturones para atrás, para México. No los voy a dejar abajo, ya me voy a poner las pilas, la neta.
So the question was, did it surprise you when Deontay Wilder came onto the ring, and what did he tell you? Deontay told me that I fought a good fight, that congratulations, and like I mentioned before, we're both under a Heyman. It's a fight that can definitely happen, but now I gotta get going. I gotta move and just be as ready as I can be because I want the WBC belt back. I need that world title. That's my ultimate goal, and that's what I'm aiming for from now on.
Last question right here.
Andy, Muhammad Mubarak with EURWeb.com. You developed a huge fan base here in Southern California, and I see one of your biggest fans is sitting right next to you. How much of the cheering in the crowd affected you during the fight?
It didn't really affect me, man. I got my manager right here, my son. But when we were walking down to the ring, there was a guy that fell in front of me. It was pretty crazy, and they had to push him away and all that, but I was just still focused, man, and just praying to God, please God, give me this victory. And the whole time throughout walking through that tunnel, I'm just praying and praying to get this victory and just thinking about all the stuff that I did in the gym and just thinking, I gotta be smart, I gotta be cautious, I gotta be careful with his left hands or his overhooks. So I think we did a good plan. I think you guys seen something different than I usually do. Come forward and throw combinations. I try to box around and counterpunching. I counterpuncher because that's exactly how he wins the fights. And God willing, we got that victory.
All right, well, at this time, I want to give Andy the floor for final comments, but one half of the WBC heavyweight title eliminator is complete. Andy Ruiz victorious over Luis King Kong Ortiz, October 15th. You heard it. Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius on Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view. Andy Ruiz, your final thoughts, and I'll give it maybe over to your manager, however the case may be, to give your final thoughts on tonight's performance.
So while we were walking down the little thing, when the guy fell, he hit my head and stuff hard. Yeah, he did.
You got a chin like your dad, I tell you that.
And I just wanted to say thanks to God that we got this victory and stuff. I was nervous and stuff, and yeah.
All right, congratulations, Andy Ruiz, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much to the media. Thank you to the fans, and we will see you next month, October 15th on Fox Sports BBC pay-per-view. Deontay Wilder, Robert Helenius, but congratulations to Andy Ruiz Jr., ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your Liberty weekend.
Andy, congratulations. That was badass. He's a tough dude, man.
Of course, man. Tough ass dude. That's exactly why we're training hard, man. We're training hard for this training camp, and thank God we got this victory, like I've been telling everybody.
Did you know you're that popular? It's a holiday on a Sunday. The place was packed. The fans get away. They were your fans. They beat you on the big screen. They were going crazy.
It was, man. It was crazy. I see smoke everywhere. I think I got contact high. All I did was smell weed in there.
Hey, I made a joke. There's no crime in LA tonight. All the homies were here.
Yeah, all the homies were here.
Are you a Rams fan? Is that why you wore that gear tonight?
Yeah, I'm a Rams fan. I wear that gear. I wanted to just to support. We're in LA, and the best way to do it is having a Rams uniform and fighting for them.
Are they going to leave this year?
I hope so, man.
Andy, your eye, you could tell it's starting to get black. When you were dropping him, you also kind of were receiving punches. Was it kind of like you had to, even though you dropped him, still need to be cautious because of what was coming back from him?
Of course, because a dangerous fighter is when he's hurt. So that's when he's more vulnerable. And that's exactly what we did, When I knocked him down, I had to be safe and I had to be cautious because he was coming back. A dangerous fighter is a hurt fighter. Deontay Wilder, hopefully you win, man. We can get it on. That's what the people want. Let's get it.
Andy, te vimos emocionado cuando dijiste que querías ser otra vez campeón mundial. ¿Por qué te emocionaste tanto?
Porque oré por esta victoria, man. Duré mucho para ganar esta pelea. Era dura, fuimos para guerra y gracias a Dios que agarramos la victoria.
Andy, last thing. A whole bunch of bombs tonight, and they just couldn't get him down. What were you thinking? He gets up. What was going through your mind, and what do you think you could have done to put him away?
Well, he was veteran, man. I think I was holding back a lot, because I felt I was the distance, since I haven't fought in a long time. But I just wanted to be smart, be cautious, and I didn't want to get hurt with anything else, I didn't want to be he drops me, I drop him, he drops me. So I think I was being cautious, trying to counter punch him and win by points, and that's exactly what
Andy, your team did an amazing job.
Ya estaba precavido, pero fue la pelea que no costó mucho. No arriesgamos mucho que le copiaron. Y es la estrategia porque es la estrategia. Pero mira, le puso que que venga aguanta más que King Kong y que Wilder muy bien, y a mí se me hace como tú ves aquí así de que todo puede pasar, ¿me entiendes? Pero gracias a Dios salimos con el victoria.
Coach, y luego Wilder se mete.
Nosotros lo invitamos, el papá de Wilder lo invitamos, claro. Hay que vender la pelea, es una pelea que se puede hacer y
¿por qué no vamos por ella?
Es todo. Un mensaje a todos los.
Un saludo a toda mi raza, Muchas gracias, Team Ruiz. Ánimo.
So.
Okay, man. Congratulations, man. Great victory with Andy Ruiz. Tell me about it. He dropped him like 3 times. Did you kind of think maybe this is over and he just kept getting up?
He was continuing getting up. He's a veteran. We know that he trained hard. We know that he was going to get up. It was going to be a hard fight. We fight smart. We counter the counter puncher.
Yeah, man. It was. Andy's eye is kind of swollen too. Did you hear the power? Did you see the power coming back too?
Of course.
Right.
The powers never go away. You can lose your legs, your speed, by the power no.
What about Deontay, man? Deontay's next. How does that fight play out?
You know what? I think it's a great fight, but I think Andy's he will be faster with more rounds. I think we'll get a good fight and get victorious.
Just last one for me. You have game plan for Wilder before. Do you think that's an advantage for Andy, being that he's in your corner?
I was twice in Tyson's corner, and believe me, I know what I see.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very much.
How do you tweak Andy's attributes to be able to be victorious versus Wilder? He does not have the same body type or the same abilities as Tyson Fury. How do you tailor make that game plan to Deontay Wilder?
Let me tell you this. I mean, Andy is a great counterpuncher. You see it. It's about the difference is that Wilder is orthodox, and we just gotta take care from the straight hand. And from there, Andy can counterpunch him. He can step to the left, to the right, box him in and out. But it's way faster than
How surprised were you guys tonight with Ortiz's ability to counterpunch? It looked like there was plenty of times where
we know that Ortiz is a great counterpuncher. He got a great pedigree, great amateur career. We know about his capability, his power. That way we fought a smart fight. If in the night come. But if not, we're ready for 2 rounds. Buena pelea, tenemos con la victoria, se tumbó, se derribó, fuerte el hombre, pero salimos victoriosos.
¿Tú crees que en el segundo asalto, la caída, puso la pelea un poco a lo que
Fíjate que esta vez se puso precavido,
Oh, what's up, bro? It's been a while.
That's like that scoring.
I didn't even hear it. What was it?
114, 111.
113, 112, and then like 114, 11. Yeah.
Shit, it was like right there, huh?
The knockdowns were the difference. They were trying to make that Ortiz versus
would have been a draw.
It was unanimous though, right? Or majority or something?
It was UD. Close UD. Wow. They were really trying to make that.
Damn, and he dropped him 3 times?
Yep. They were really trying to make that Wilder versus.
They're trying to go to a trilogy in here, or what? Wow, I did not know they were that close. I wasn't paying attention.
Pero no se sabe todavía. Tiene nombre. El que está ahora y ahora va a subir.
Todavía tiene.
No, claro, Andy. Fuera de tiempo, hubo veces que se quitó, hubo veces que no pudo contragolpear. Entonces eso es normal, porque hace falta ring, hace falta round. Y estos 2 rounds nos beneficia como no tienen su ¿por qué? Claro que sí, peleamos inteligente, no nos pudo contragolpear. Lo que el hombre quería hacer, lo inhabilitamos.